From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for November 22nd, 2016. In just a moment, we'll be taking a look at the EURUSD, the euro versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. But first, a recap of a couple of the trade suggestions made over the past few days in the live trade room and in the morning analysis video. Of course, here on the USDCHF, yesterday we concentrated on buying the dollar franc into support. You can see up here at the yellow shaded area into the 1.008055 level. Looking at support there yesterday, we looked for opportunities to go long. I actually took two opportunities. The first opportunity went long. We saw over 20 pips. The market came back, took us out at our break-even stop loss. I got back into it once again, going in around the 1.0080 level, top of the yellow shaded area, and of course currently sitting about 40 pips of profit. Trade Manager has taken us to better than break even already, so good solid opportunity into support, and really just a continuation of the pattern of the trend. You can see the blue circles here. The break, the dip, the break, the dip, the break, the dip, and the yellow shaded area became that breakout and dip back to the yellow zone. Any opportunity to go long again. Another opportunity we were talking about in the trade room yesterday was the potential sell into the resistance zone, the 1.2510 level, the green shaded area, along that blue trend line. We spoke about that yesterday as an opportunity for potential reversal, maybe somewhat like a head and shoulders pattern along that blue trend line in the green shaded area. So looking for an opportunity here to go short into the 12500, 12510 level. As you can see at the very bottom of the chart, my entry 12500 right at the 00 level, and you can see currently sitting about 55, 56 pips of profit on the trade. Seeing a little bit more as it pushed down towards the 2420 level, but all in all, the trade worked as expected. Resistance into the green zone, 2500 along the blue trend line, and an opportunity to go short for the GBP USD. Another opportunity we were looking at yesterday, and it was a tough road here on this USCAD. Of course, oil rallying and going up pretty strongly over the past couple of days, causing this currency pair to go down. But I remain laser focused in the direction of the trend, and with the technicals that I'm seeing here on the chart, you look at the uptrend. We're in an uptrend. I don't think there's anybody that's going to argue. The current phase of the trend is up. Even the midterm or the short-term trend is up. I'm in at about 1.3410. You could be in maybe a little bit lower than that if you got in closer to 1.3400. Either way you look at it, the blue shaded area at the top of the chart is the area to focus in on. Let's go ahead and zoom it in. Here on the daily time frame, there it is, the black trend line coming up. There's the blue shaded area. You see historical resistance back here on the left, historical support right here. That's what we're trading off of, that 1.3400. Stop losses, of course, were initially and still are just below the blue shaded area. If it goes up above the blue zone, we'll be looking for opportunities to go break even or better. We definitely want to see oil go back down, and we also want to see our CAD data come out in our favor for the day today. We got some coming up at 8:30 Eastern U.S. time. So CAD data comes in our favor, oil goes down, we'll look for this to take a run in the direction of trend back to the green zone, 3470, 3495 or higher, and challenge the resistance high here for the US CAD today. Moving on over to the AUDUSD, this currency pair, I've been sitting into it. This is actually the second time I've gotten into this currency pair. We're in it, we're sitting about 11 pips negative right now. It's the blue shaded area here. If I zoom down towards 4-hour time frame again, you can see here this little, you see these three little white dots right here above these candles. That means that I was in it at the 73.75 level. I saw over 20 pips. The market came back, closed me out at break even with my trade manager. That's what that represents. And you can see the data there along that trend line, 73.75, 73.75 closeout. So I was in it, saw over 20 pips. Market took me out. I got back into it again. Stop loss above the blue zone. And it's coming back for me now, but I had to endure a little bit negative. Hopefully we'll see the breakdown 73.80 and then turn back in the direction again of the trend. NZDUSD, this one a little bit tougher. Yesterday we did get into this as a short. It has rallied significantly into the purple zone, but I think it's staying in there. I mean, I don't think we broke that purple zone. That's what we spoke about yesterday in the trade room. We would look for a reversal if it stayed above 70.60, and it didn't. It didn't stay above 70.60. So we could watch for an opportunity for this to go back down again here for the New Zealand dollar. Back to the GBP. Or sorry, not the GBP, the EURUSD, the euro versus the US dollar for today's trade. We're into resistance, the purple shaded area at the very bottom of the chart. Clearly a downtrend, clearly bearish momentum here for this currency pair. It's at a tough spot to sell it because we're at the very bottom of our long-term range. We discussed that in the trade room yesterday, and we'll look at it again in the live trade room today. But we're into resistance. It becomes an opportunity to go short if the opportunity presents itself. Let's just take it on down to the 4-hour time frame. You can see again the pattern of the trend. We see the rally, the resistance, and the fall. We see the rally, the resistance, the fall. We can see, of course, right now we even see the rally, and where's that line coming through there? There it is. The rally, the resistance, and now we're looking once again for that fall to take place, just like it did back in a couple of times back here. You can even see a little bit right there. So that's the pattern of the trend. So I really would like to see it get back underneath 106.10. That's something we spoke about in the live trade room yesterday. Yes, it's into resistance. Let me turn this off for a moment. Yes, it's into resistance, but I don't see any evidence of reversal yet. I do like the fact that we have a pretty decent sized red candle showing us that the bears are trying to get back in control of this currency pair, back underneath 106.10. At least at this point, what we're looking for is the breakout of this purple zone. Look at this. Look how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll call it 7 candlesticks, that 4-hour candlesticks that are stuck inside that purple zone. So really what we need to see is a breakout of that purple zone. Below it to go lower, above it could signal some upside here for the euro dollar, but I need a breakout. 1.0610 at the bottom, 1.0640 at the top. A breakout of that purple zone signals our next trade opportunity here for the euro dollar.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.